my friends, thank you very much for joining me. Very happy to have you here today. Now today I thought I would follow up on my most popular lesson ever of all time. It was only a few weeks ago, you might have seen it. It was called the party trick. What to do when someone asks you to pick up and play something, right? And, you know, I got a lot of comments there. And a lot of people did say, you know, Tony, okay, that's great. Nice piece of music. But what happens when they ask you to play something else? And you know, at first I thought, well, just fake a wrist injury or something like that. But what I've done is I've put another little piece of music together for you that I think sounds pretty cool. And again, it's not too tasty on the fingers, right? So you should be able to do this. But again, it should hopefully turn some heads. And I get it, people aren't out to impress anybody. But still, it's nice to entertain every now and again. Without, again, having to put so much stress on your fingers if you're a beginner. So this is hopefully beginner friendly. And I hope you enjoyed this one as well. Now, I did test this one out to my students in my guitar school, and they thought it was great. I got a lot of compliments. They were only 8 years old, but still, I've been married to a Polish wife. Has taught me anything, it is take every compliment when you can. So, I hope you got your guitar, and let's get into it. Now, this whole lesson is going to be based around this concept, which I've used in a few of my lessons, so apologies if you've seen this concept before, but we're going to be doing something really cool with it. Alright, and that is the open E voicings, alright, in the key of E. Alright, so I'm going to quickly walk through that with you right now. And that is basically taking the chords in the key of E and just playing them on the A, D and G strings. Alright, so I'm going to walk through them all, but we play every string on the guitar. And it gives you this really sparkly acoustic sound, which is just lovely. And there's lots of stuff you can do with this, alright? Lots of options of creativity. So we've got the E chord, major chord. Now we're going to move these two fingers to the 4th fret and put our index finger on 2 in the G, and this makes the minor chord in the progression, right? So this would be E. If I play the full chord here, this would be an F sharp minor. I'm going to move this chord up to the 4th and 6th fret, and this full chord, if I play the full chord, would be a G sharp minor. All right. So we have E, F sharp minor, G sharp minor. And then I'm going to make the E shape again for 6 and 7. This makes an E and A triad. A for apple, triad. Move that up again to 8 and 9. That's a B. I have to play the full chord. Alright. So E. Let's call it shape 1, shape 2, shape 2, shape 1. Shape 1 for B. Shape 2 again, this would be C sharp minor on the 9th and 11th fret. Now there is also a diminished chord in the key of E, but we're just going to skip past that to keep it nice and simple. And we're going to go right to the octave, right? The E chord again on the 13th and 14th fret. So all together we've got this. And we want to practice going backwards as well. Alright, it's lots of stuff we can do with that. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a little progression, right? I'm going to show you 2 things we can do with that that's easy but sounds great. So we're going to start off with a little introduction, and we're going to pick it. And a nice simple picking technique, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the low E, stroke through the strings, and then come back up 3 like that. Bass, strum, up, 2, 3. I'm going to do it twice until I get to the A chord here, alright? It's like this. And then when I get to the A chord, I'm going to do it once. And the next 2 chords as well. Slow down a bit. And then that's going to bring us into our main progression where we're going to do something really cool. Alright, so again, we're just going to walk through that. Slow down. And what we can also do is come back up to G sharp, strum it once, back to F sharp minor, and then that brings us into our main chord progression. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play an E chord. Right, this is the chord progression. An E, C sharp minor, A, and B. If I had to strum it, but we're not going to do that. We're going to do something cooler. So I want you to visualize those shapes. And what we're going to do is we're just going to take the D and G strings from that. So that would work out like this. Alright, hopefully you'll see where I'm going with this now, right? So we've got 2 on the D, 1 on the G. And again, you can visualise this just by visualising the shapes. And then just taking the D and G out of those chords, right? So we'd have 2 and 1. And I'm going to use these fingers now so I can keep my third finger free when I come up to the C sharp minor where I'll have 9 and 11. And then to the A chord would be 7, 6. And B would be 9 and 7. And then I'm going to pick them like this. So I think I'm doing it 8 times, but I'm counting and I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright? So putting it all together sounds something like this. What I can do is I can go up to the octave E this time and start from there. Alright, so that one wasn't as punchy and bluesy as the last one, but it's good to have some variety to mix it up. So I hope that's giving you some ideas. Lots of other stuff you can do with that. Alright, so just let me know in the comments if you enjoyed that one. Quick note before I let you go, guys, as well, I've got a few spaces open for private coaching, so if you like my lessons, you like all this stuff and you want to work with me one-on-one, I've got a couple of spaces open this month. Otherwise, I've got all my courses 70% off as well right now. So my blues course, my main course with cage, triads, and all that juicy stuff as well. Chords and licks, all there. And also community access with live calls from me and the group every week. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.